For the F Shack.
Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this they call it, the podcast?
Morning good. Oh, I love
Hey, welcome to the Earth. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning Good.
All right, we're here with David Goggins, not David Dobbins.
That's right.
We're here with
That's
David
right.
Goggins is on here.
What's up?
Yeah. And Paddy Defino. Surprised that Paddy's on this one. The guests are like, really? He's never on this podcast every fucking week all the time.
Yeah, well, you know, I got nothing going on. I'll do your podcast, the guests podcast.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Anybody out there, we'll all do it.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
three
know.
of us.
And
Well-
you won't do it, whoever you are. Just give us the mics. Let us do your podcast.
Like a
Yeah,
Swapcast, but like a real Swapcast. Like this is just what we're, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. Yeah.
Take a week off. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, for them. They
Yeah.
get a week off. We fill in. For
We'll
them.
watch
I
your
love
house.
they need a week off my podcast as if they're listening, like sweating, like out of breath. Just like, I can't listen to them talk about fucking pedophiles again.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill me if I have to listen
And
to
we
it.
get to live in your house for a week. We just become you.
Yeah.
Three of us.
Life swap.
Life swap.
We would get
Yeah.
so much more done, three of us as one guy.
Yeah.
One guy doesn't get anything done. Three, actually, I don't know.
Three
We're three
guys.
kind of lazy guys.
That should be a thing because, like, at work, like, if you have a job, you can like use PTO or like take a time out. So there is like a system for where you get paid. There should also be a system where you can pick a day and like three like Chinese guys show up and do your job.
Yes.
And like so you get all your work done.
But I feel like one Chinese guy could do three people's jobs.
Well, this is
Well, now we're getting
Now
nine
we're-
times the productivity.
Yeah. Okay, that is
now
true,
we're
yeah.
almost 10xing. Now we're
Yeah.
getting into
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
But you know what? That's the thing is you might get fired after that. You
Yeah,
might-
well,
they
if
might
it's work-
realize how little you do.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, that really is the fucking truth. Like, nobody does anything. I work from home. I think it is less productive.
Yeah, I feel like I should be like working because I work from home a lot. I should just hire a guy to sit at my computer and work for me for less than I make.
Yeah.
So then I'm just making money.
My roommate does that. He hires people. He does marketing for people, but he'll hire someone else to do it. So then he's just
Wow.
the middleman.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Does he outsource it to like India or
because
something?
he's real business. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
business
yeah.
going
Bluetooth.
on.
He's got places
Businesses,
to be,
yeah,
people
dude.
to
You know,
meet.
the Matrix, the code. He's, you know what I mean. He's locked in.
Yeah.
So he knows all about being the middleman, business this, outsource this.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's already got all that.
People thought I was a businessman one time. I had to go to a wedding, so I wore like a suit, and I just wore a suit on an airplane. People were like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a stand-up comedian, and my day job is hiring Venezuelan workers for construction jobs. But I'm just wearing a suit, so I look like so."
Right.
Yeah.
Should be like I'm a professional plane apprehender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
looking for
take-
some suspects.
I'm gonna take this bitch over in about 5 minutes.
It was funny too. You ever on a plane with somebody who just refuses to stop making bomb jokes? I met these two mechanics. They're very cool guys, but I don't just say that because they follow me, but I also say that expressively. When people follow me, I'm immediately like, "Cool person, I liked you if you're listening." But yeah, they were just making. They're like, "What do you think I'm gonna blow up?" Like just making jokes like that, and you just get.
Yeah, you
I get
got-
really nervous when people make plane blowing up jokes on a
Oh,
plane.
dude, it's the worst. Have you ever? Maybe I shouldn't say this.
Say it. We can
Have
always
you
cut
ever?
it.
Have you ever? Have you ever stole something at the airport?
I like that you're getting out of frame for that. No, dude, I'm really like, I've only stolen a couple things, fucking hundreds of virginities. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
By
Yeah.
what? Flying it into a tower?
Yes.
No return.
Damn.
No, I've never once stolen a virginity.
All sales are final.
Yeah. You can't have it back. No. No, I've never, I stole a beer from Universal Studios. I think that's the only thing I've stolen in my whole entire life. I really,
Really?
besides hopping the subway turnstile, which I consider stealing.
Have you ever been caught?
Stealing? No.
I mean, hopping the turnstile.
One time, and yeah, I don't know. There was something where like, I think I was helping an old lady out at the same time or something. Like I hopped it, and then I helped an old lady get in, and then the cops saw me, and they were like, "Ah, you were a
Yeah.
good guy."
They gave you a ticket for helping an old.
no,
woman?
they didn't give me a ticket. They were just like,
Oh.
"Oh, we saw that you did that, and you helped Andrew White, so you're good."
Wow, so
yeah,
you actually saved yourself.
yeah, I am.
You made the crime, but then you did a good thing, made up for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then we also both just got stole. So like, it'd be funny if they just like tackled the old lady and like fucking put her head. In the
No, you're
ground.
good, bro. We're gonna.
Yeah. But her arms are so feeble she could slide out of the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's gotta be real tight, like an old lady. I mean, those are the tiniest wrists in the world.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You could probably just like take their shoes off and they're under arrest.
Yeah.
They like
Go anywhere.
what
What am I gonna do?
their shoes are doing 90% of the work down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I always see old people in New York City and I'm like, who is letting you? Did your whole family just abandon you? Because like you're on the subway with groceries. You see like an
I
old lady.
know.
She has like fucking 10 bags
and
of
it's
groceries.
always, dude, especially New York. I think people are just more hunched.
Yeah.
Every old person, like, and they always have a limp. Everyone
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
limp and a hunch.
Yeah.
Everyone's just broken.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Everyone-
why are you not like on a beach in Florida dying? Like, you should not be dying in New York. Like, you're on the subway while there's like a homeless guy like yelling at people and smoking. Like, you should not be in the same universe as this person. This is so
Yeah.
dangerous for you.
They're kind of invisible to the homeless though. Like,
That's so true.
I don't think like the homeless detect them because they have like
Old
some
people?
weird sonar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I've never seen a homeless guy harass
Homeless,
an
but
old
yeah,
lady.
they're like dogs. They can like they like can smell death and stuff.
But
and
old ladies are like apples to dogs, where you like put it in front of a dog.
yeah, and it just doesn't compute.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I've never seen one time. I don't care how many times I've said this. I always say that every time I've said something 1,000 times. Whatever. I saw this guy back up and like bump this old lady with his car, and she like fell over. And then he was like trying to get her to like walk it out. He's like, she's completely fine. He was like trying to justify. He's like, I barely even hit her. Like it's like not even a big deal. And everybody's like, dude, this is like really bad.
But in a way, that is justified. Because listen, old people are hitting people with cars all the time.
That's true. You gotta
Okay.
even out the field.
Dude, I was going to Planet Fitness by my house one day, and this is a crazy neighborhood. There's a hospital. There's like 2 major roads. There's a train above. It's just a crazy intersection. So shit's just going down. People are always jaywalking. It's just a shit show. I walk in, and the guy's like, "You see what happened?" And I'm not paying attention. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Dude, someone got decapitated."
What?
Oh my god.
He's like, "This old lady was driving. She wasn't looking. Something happened. She didn't see. Took a guy's head off."
Also,
was she flying through the sky?
yeah. How did that level work?
I don't know.
Was he sitting down?
I have no idea. Maybe she was on a raised vehicle.
You know what? I think heads just pop off easier than people think they do. Like
I
Legos.
I think so.
It's the
Yeah,
strength of a
maybe
carrot. That's
He was
what they
like
say.
standing at the edge, and he had just, he was just in the hospital.
Right, yeah.
And
They
he's
just
like-
screwed his head back on.
And they were like, he had this
It
terrible.
could be a pickle jar situation where you almost
Yeah.
had it. And then
and he just sneezed last second. Shoot. And his
Right.
head went into the intersection. Wow.
he
Took
was
it right
already
off.
loose with it.
yeah.
He was already loose.
Sir, be very careful leaving here.
Yeah.
I know how you like to be very active and take jolty moves. Make sure your head doesn't pop off.
That's the danger of too much yoga. Okay,
Your
you
head
get too
can
much
fall off your
yoga.
head.
You do
Yeah.
too. Dude, I saw a guy at the gym doing this shit with like a band. He had like a band
Yeah.
on his head, and he's cranking it. I'm
Yeah.
like, good lord, man.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm really good at like knowing where my head is in proximity to other things.
That is a good skill because I hit my head on fucking
I
everything.
never hit my head.
I
and I have a
coach
big head.
tennis for little kids. They do not know where their head is.
No.
They don't know where anyone's head is.
They know
Yeah.
where the heart is.
No, not even, bro. They'll swing that racket, bro. They'll hit anybody, dude. It's really bad. You don't realize what kids know. Like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, they don't know where anyone is.
No.
Yeah.
Also, a tennis racket is pretty big.
Oh yeah, it's big. It's metal,
Yeah.
and they love it.
Yeah. How many
They
kids
love
hit
it.
other kids?
Oh, it's
Just in the
constant. You
face?
have to because you have to be like hug the racket. Hug everybody. Hug the racket.
Yeah.
everybody, because they're like otherwise they just want to bang it on something.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just want to,
Yeah.
dude.
Back to this decapitating head thing. When my sister first moved to the city, she said this was like in Bushwick. She said that she was at her apartment and there was a guy who lived in her apartment who was like wanted to commit suicide. So he tied a chain around his neck and then tied it to the fire hydrant and just full speed drove down the road and
Oh my
decapitated
God.
himself.
Dude, there's only one song you can do with that. Sweet emotion.
Oh my god! So he was in a car. Or
Yeah, he was driving. Yeah.
and so he just left the door open, let the chain.
I
hang
think he
out?
left the window open, then just like shh.
But you know the funny part? There's got to be that's such a setup. There's got to be like 9 people walking by watching him do that because it's like New York City.
Yeah, it's like the start
Little
of a
bike
Need
closer
for
to
Speed.
town.
Oh, sorry,
race.
Yeah. No, it's so crazy. That's like how isn't that how they'll like kill people? Like no, you do a horseback, right? You have the horse go running with the guy on the back.
I think
of the
they
horse.
tie their limbs to like 4 different horses, and then they
Yeah.
just have them run in different directions.
Well, that was one, but then I think the other one is like what they do is they have you sit on a horse, and then they put the noose around you, and they
and drag you,
and then they
drag you through the town square.
Oh my!
No. You're attached to a tree, so the horse is just like what's supporting you at that height.
Oh, the
And
horse
then-
is holding the.
Yeah, and then they get a sexier horse with like a nice horse pussy, and they get her over there. So the horse gets excited, he runs away
Oh,
to
and
get
it
pussy,
pulls
and then
you
you
up.
fall off. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
tough because you got to find like you don't know what horse the other horse is going to think is hot.
Yeah.
Because now you're doing a judgment of which are the sexiest horses.
But we always forget those
Yeah.
people, they didn't have cancer.
What do you mean?
They didn't have it as tough as us.
No, it's way harder nowadays.
Way
With
harder.
The internet.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God! Forget about
They didn't
it.
have
Yeah.
hazing.
Yeah. They didn't have cyberbullying.
Oh my God!
Yeah. We're the hardest everybody's ever
What about
had.
gluten?
Yeah.
I guess they had gluten.
They didn't have more comedians.
They had
now.
less gluten, probably.
Less
We have
comedians.
way more.
They didn't have to deal with the algorithm.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah. Microplastics?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Taxes?
We're suffering, man.
Yeah.
I'm slowly dying. I'm
Totally.
slowly from the inside.
You know, they
Yeah.
actually had to invent the car at a certain point because there was someone who was so fat that the horse could not.
Do that. And then they're
Lift
like, yeah,
them
this would be,
up.
we could kill somebody with this car. Yeah.
So with great tragedy does come great innovation.
Yeah.
That's an important.
That's a fact. And that's how we're going to fix global warming.
It is. yeah.
Okay?
Can't
Somebody's-
fix something that's not real.
Why don't we? Yeah. Why don't we treat global warming like we treat a hot bowl of soup, where we just put a bunch of ice cubes in the water?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We got ice makers.
We got ice maker. We got
Ooh.
we'll donate.
Why
a
don't we
few
do
trays.
a giant refrigerator in the where North Pole? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Is the North Pole going on? Is that still going
That's still
on?
happening. Yo, Jamie, check that out. Is North Pole still? Is that still happening?
Check I don't even know if that's still going. I haven't heard anything from the polls.
I know. Yeah. Why
I haven't
Santa
heard a
Claus
peep.
Yeah.
Not commented on global warming. If that's
Oh,
that's
man.
where it is, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess
He got shut down. Working conditions in the shop.
Oh, okay.
Not good. Not
Re-
good.
global
that would
warming
make
is
sense. Yeah.
technically everywhere.
But I also heard he outsources to India, just like you were saying, or he outsources to China the work.
Oh,
His
yeah.
calls are in India, so
Exactly. The call center. The letters go to his assistant. They read it.
yes,
But it's a 5 or 6. Yeah, it's someone like
Yeah.
Indonesia reads it,
right.
translates it poorly. You get the wrong gift. Call customer service.
Yeah,
Just
It's
a,
a
little
whole system.
Chinese elf.
yeah.
Oh, thank you for calling Santa Workshop.
You were gonna say something about the workshop before we cut you off. Santa Claus melting polar ice caps because that's
Oh,
where
the poles have shifted quite
so
a
the
bit.
North Pole is now the South Pole.
No, it's they're slightly off because they move around all the time. Because I guess it's like magnetic.
What is? I don't know what the pole is.
The pole is like the direct like center where everything is like spinning. So if like you were to spin a basketball on your finger, that would be the South Pole.
Okay, so that's what I thought. But what is like? Is
I
it-
should be a teacher. Why
You
am I
should.
doing
Hold
this?
on, but isn't the Earth on an axis a little bit?
It is on an
hold the
axis.
mic closer.
Oh, is it? Isn't it on an axis?
It is.
So wait, so is the pole still here or is the pole here?
Well, I guess the pole would be here and here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
rotating like this.
Right, but how does that shift if it's
That's a great question.
okay and you just don't have the
I
answer?
think it
Gravity-
has something to do with magnetism.
It's gravities and
Okay.
the moon and the tides.
Yeah. So it's only
And
shifted
you're
like a little
Capricorn?
I'm a Sagittarius. I
Listen,
I hate
that-
to shut
that
things
plays into
down.
it.
I don't want to get into this. I had a whole discussion about this before where
You're
I
a,
had to,
you're a Sagittarius?
Sagittarius. Yeah. I want to kill Bob Saget. Yeah. Again, I'm
I want to kill. Job complete.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just get exhausted with the. I hate shutting ideas down. I like to. This is a real free speech platform. Okay, we kind of we're telling how it is.
Yeah, tell it how it
the
is.
truth. Fucking A lot of people want to shut us down.
Yeah.
CNN's always like, fucking Morning Good Podcast is out of control. And I'm like, you're just mad that we got way more viewers than you guys.
Yeah, they're salty, man.
Yeah, they were so salty.
It's that old media, man.
Because this is where people get their news from.
Exactly.
Who wants to read fucking New York Times anymore? It's so biased.
Oh.
Fox is fucking full of shit. They're just trying to get the views. But this is where you come to you learn about the North Pole, you learn about the Chinese elves, and you learn about
you gotta go to Roblox too to get good news.
What's Roblox?
It's like a Minecraft.
Oh, okay, that's where the info's going.
Yeah, everyone's pretty plugged in.
Are they
Roblox.
competitors? Minecraft and Roblox? Like
Yes.
you choose like Pepsi, Coke. You kind of choose.
Yeah, I would say they're almost exactly like Pepsi Coke.
Okay, and so like
Minecraft
one person
is-
who loves Roblox, they go, "I'm not going to touch Minecraft."
I'm not touching Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Minecraft is Coca-Cola
Right.
because that was first,
Uh-huh.
and then Roblox, the better tasting one in my opinion.
Delicious.
My dad was telling me how Mexican Coke is apparently better because they use like real sugar.
Cane sugar.
Yeah.
It's
It's crazy that-
Mexican everything is better.
Yeah.
Armadas, women.
Maybe not like government infrastructure, but
Maybe.
I think things are kind of overrun there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with the cartel because, from my understanding, the cartels are running things. But I'm like, how much are they real? Like, is the president like concerned about the car? Like, what is the level of that?
Well, I think he might get whacked.
Okay, so he's just like,
If he steps out of line and starts doing stuff that really fucks with them,
Yeah.
I think there's a threat of like, we're gonna get rid of you, buddy.
ah, dang, dude.
I think
It's also called the cartel, so you think they'd like tell what's going on.
Yeah,
They'd,
yeah.
spill the details.
right.
Yeah.
They're
It's
very
not called the car
secret.
secret. Yeah.
It would be funny if like they were just selling like weed, but they're not.
Yeah. No,
It's a lot more.
It's all the fun stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
Is fentanyl big in the cartels? Probably.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I do believe there's an intentional. I think the fentanyl thing's completely intentional. Well, it kind of died out. I feel like I haven't heard of anybody.
Well, I think everyone is probably dead who would come in contact with fentanyl.
That's a good point. That's
I
a good
think it
point.
got them all. It was like
Or
the-
your tolerance is just so
yeah,
high.
It was
yeah.
like the original Me Too.
yeah. The first wave caught a bunch of people, and now it's like everybody's learned since then, and now it's like you say that though, but like nobody really. I mean, I fucking did drugs like 3 weeks ago that did not test for fentanyl. It's just like, are you sure there's no fentanyl in it? It's like,
Yeah. I don't know how I think it was like a cheaper alternative to like cut drugs with.
totally, and that makes sense. But I also think like I do believe in the whole like thing that like China would purposely push fentanyl here too, because it's all coming from China. Like if you would want to destroy an empire, you would fucking give a bunch of fentanyl. But I don't know. It kind of make more sense to like I don't know if fentanyl is the best idea. It'd be more sense to like push something that's not going to kill you. I don't know. Is it better to kill? This
We're about to get hit with a question.
Is it better? Like you're China, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay. I know you're good at this.
I
You're
like,
gonna be
I
China.
like being.
Yeah, I know you do. You nail China whenever you do it. So you're China, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You better speak like China. Okay. So what I'm saying is, you're trying to wipe out America as an empire. Do you kill a bunch of people with opiates? Because that kind of scares people from the fentanyl. Now they're like, oh, I don't want to do drugs. Or do you make something that's reputation isn't as scary, and then you get them hooked on it? Like if I was China, I would create like a softer opiate, and that would kind of like slowly deteriorate people.
Blue
They're like, oh,
Chew.
Ozempic.
Yeah, Ozempic.
That's
Oh
what they're
my
doing.
God.
Ozempic is China. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the microplastics. You know, maybe it's.
What are
No, it's honestly TikTok is the answer.
Yeah.
TikTok is
Soft as
the
heroin there
answer.
is, yeah.
Every time there's like a weird cultural shift, like you look at TikTok, like that's where like the Bin Laden is hot and trans or whatever his like that thing was. Where
Bin Laden is trans.
That's not it, but like Bin Laden was like cool and like hot daddy or whatever, like
Interesting.
for a while on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then like same thing with like you're losing all your rights as a woman thing. That was big on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So those are the
This
things that
seems
are,
like an angled
no, they're like,
take.
it sparks outrage. You know, it like makes people feel crazy.
Well, my thing is, I think that Bin Laden is hot. So
I mean, there's no
we're
no
gonna.
doubting his skin is very beautiful olive.
It's the perfect. And
He's gorgeous and he's tall. He's a tall.
He is tall.
He's a
yeah,
nice-
but I don't like that. That's fake hotness. That's
Height.
like just being like not look, there are hot blondes, but then sometimes being blonde just makes a woman look hot. I think that's what being tall is for a guy.
Oh, it's like a blonde guy.
Yeah.
What about a
Automatic.
blonde tall guy?
No.
With huge
I'm saying for
tits.
women, like
Okay.
a blonde woman. Like sometimes a woman isn't hot, but she's blonde, and you go, "Oh, that's a hot woman just because she's blonde."
Right.
But it's
right.
just kind of like a fake kind
It's
of
extra automatic extra points.
right. But I like. Yeah, well, your brain just thinks like, oh, that's a hot woman because she's blonde. But that's not necessarily true. I think that's the same thing with tall guy. I'm just saying that as like an average height guy. I'm like, it's bullshit. Height doesn't even matter.
really special.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Yeah. But I was saying something about fucking TikTok that I forgot. I don't remember what I was saying.
Bin Laden, dude. I watched a documentary about his hard drives. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, he had cars on there, right?
Well, he had like weird pictures. He had like
Didn't you have like Opie and Anthony? Like,
yeah, he had
That's
strange
awesome.
pictures. He had
This
that,
Patrice O'Neill, very funny guy.
he had that picture of that kid from that show, Even Stevens, that kid Beans or
Wait,
whatever.
he just had a picture?
He had a picture of that kid. He had weird pictures. And then there was porn on there, which was like very, you're not supposed to be watching porn. But then they also had a theory that they hid secret messages in porn. Where if you had a certain software downloaded, you opened that video or whatever,
Wow.
it would show you an encoded message.
So I
'Cause they were-
I've watched so much porn. So I've probably gotten Al Qaeda propaganda.
You think-
deep.
so you
That's why I'm saying he's
have-
hot.
You
That's
think-
why I'm like, yeah, maybe Bin Laden
Are
is
you
hot.
bragging about watching the same porn as Osama bin Laden?
Hey, man, great minds. Great minds, jack alike.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a genius. No, I think, but I'm like, if you're saying into American porn, they were hiding it.
Well, it doesn't. I don't know.
They're
what
not watching. They're not making porn in Saudi Arabia, are they?
Probably, maybe
Wherever-
a couple guys.
What
Yeah,
is
I'm
Saudi
sure there's a
Arabia,
couple
by the way?
guys.
Is it like the Poles? Saudi Arabia. That's like a
Yeah,
vague
it's
term
moving.
for the Middle
It's
East,
shifting.
right? It is. It's not. Saudi Arabia isn't a specific country, is it?
I think it is.
I think it's a country.
I don't believe this. I'm pulling the phone out. I don't think Saudi
I think
Arabia.
it is.
I don't.
Pretty sure. It
I
is.
don't think. I think Saudi Arabia is just kind of like when you say like
I
New
think
England.
You're thinking of like Arabian or like because that's like a kind of a group of people, but
yeah, I think.
and it crosses multiple like
it's like New
Arab,
England or
the
the
Arab
South.
world.
It might be a domicile.
What's that?
I don't know.
Look that up.
I don't think anybody. This might be the least informed episode.
I want to get some domicile after this podcast.
Bin Laden did have a lot of wives.
Did
he
he?
had a lot of them, and he used to send them his speeches to be like, "You think this is any good?"
Yeah.
I swear to God, I swear to God, he did that.
Is this
That's
And he
so
had-
funny to be like, you can't drive a car, but is my speech?
Yes, he would confer with them, and there was one especially that he really was like, she's gonna help me out."
Wow, that's
And
pretty
she would
cool.
You
give him
guys are
notes.
completely wrong. Saudi Arabia is a vague term for a couple countries in the
Shut-
Middle East. Michael has the biggest penis.
Shut
on his butt. Yeah,
up.
you guys are completely right. It's an actual country.
I was hoping it was a domicile.
I
to
think
be
you're
quite
I don't even think Bin Laden
Confused
was
with
in Saudi
Arab.
Arabia.
What?
I don't even think he was in Saudi Arabia.
Well, I think he was like
Afghanistan, I
moving
think they
around.
found him in.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now that is another theory that we went over there, and that's where the opium sort of like that's the sort of where the opiate crisis started because like we took over. Basically, I think one thing Al Qaeda did that was good. One of the many good things that Al Qaeda did.
This is the Morning Good podcast.
Yeah. This is also the take of the News from Bed podcast.
What Al Qaeda did right.
Yeah,
Okay. go
Paddy
ahead.
once a week's just like, dude, I'll tell you what they did right. They were like they shut down all the poppy fields.
Mm.
And then
Oh,
when we went in there, the poppy fields, I believe, reopened.
Mm.
Yeah, let me.
Why would they not shut them down? Why don't they just control them, make all the money?
Well, because it's like in Islam.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly saw me catch myself in Muslimism.
Right.
In Islam,
Yeah.
like you're not. I don't think you're supposed to be doing opiates.
No drugs.
I like the
But couldn't
phrase-
you
oops,
just spin it and say, "Hey, man, just give it to the dirty Westerners. They'll do the drugs. We'll make the money. No, none of the good."
Yeah, but it's like you got fucking poppy fields. You think your boys aren't going to get in there? Like it's like they're like this is literally impossible for us not to.
I know. But doesn't?
But that's what
Islam-
China's doing with fentanyl. So I don't know.
Islam, don't they have rules about don't kill and be nice and all the general stuff?
Yeah, but
So-
okay.
and they got over
They're not-
that. They got over those rules.
Right. Oh, I
So,
thought
you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
so I feel like you can get over whatever. There's got to be
Yeah.
no beheading people rule.
That's got to be
There's
somewhere.
got to be a rule in there.
Yeah, I like the phrase like "shut down the poppy fields," as if like you're pulling a lever.
Shut it
All the
down.
plants are like,
That's not like what your dad would say when like you're being too loud
you're like
upstairs.
whacking off. Shut it down.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Hey, shut down the poppy fields up there, okay?
Shut that down.
Poppy fields, Al Qaeda. Because I also talked to some guy who said he knew this vet who was like, oh yeah, I think there was like a giant inside the Taliban's war on drugs, opium poppy field slashed.
Oh, and we were talking about Al Qaeda, but this is the Taliban. But
Oh,
those are
okay.
different. Those are different squads.
Yeah, is Al
They do-
Qaeda a guy? Like Weird Al Qaeda?
Albert Qaeda. Hi.
Let's see. The man belonged to Taliban. 2022, Taliban supreme leader. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Decreed that
I don't think that was it.
the cultivating of poppy, from which opium, the key ingredient, drug heroin, was practiced, was strictly prohibited. A Taliban spokesman. That's very funny. I'm a spokesman for the Taliban. I mean, I guess I am at this point. The BBC has now traveled to Afghanistan and used satellite analysis. They examined the effects of the direct. We found huge poppy growth major. Yeah, so basically since the Taliban left or whatever's going on there, poppy fields coming back. But then I think isn't Iran is where we left. That's where Al Qaeda is, right? Because Al Qaeda, is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Listen, man,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't
It's normally I say it's more fun to try to figure things out and not have experts on this, but
Right.
I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, I'm not really a geopolitics
I think. Well, then
guy.
it was Al Qaeda, it was the Taliban, and then it was ISIS.
Yeah.
But I think ISIS is.
By the
I
way,
think they're-
thousands of American citizens died for me to have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like
Yeah.
many people,
Exactly.
their lives have been destroyed. They are living with constant PTSD, and I'm like, I think that's the one with the 9/11 stuff. Like, I have no clue.
I don't know.
We didn't even know the difference. We were mixing up Al Qaeda and Taliban this
All
whole,
the time. Yeah,
pretty much this whole
in the
conversation.
textbooks, they're so focused on like, Nixon said this. How about now?
Yeah, I still think of Archer when I think of ISIS.
Yeah.
You know, so how bad could it really be?
Yeah, no.
They're just goofing around.
They're all good guys. Everybody comes from a good place. I can see the good in everybody.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, like, you're talking about, like, I don't know, you got to join a terrible group, right? Which one are you joining?
Like a terrorist group?
Okay, so.
When you say
Prison, I
terrible.
think it's pretty much chosen for you.
Okay, yes, but like let's say you could change race. So either you got to be in the Taliban. They seem very strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strict.
The neo-Nazis, the Ku Klux Klan, the ISIS.
I don't want to like
You don't want to lump
I don't
in
want to like
I don't want to choose.
improve the stature of neo-Nazis,
by yeah.
but I feel like they're not as bad as the Ku Klux Klan.
Interesting. Now, did you see there's a video of them coming out
Are they
recently?
kind of the same though?
I feel like they're kind of the same, but as soon as you put a costume on, it's like
Yeah, but they got little things. And
Dude,
they
I will
got
say this.
marching and
They fu-
berets or something. What do they wear?
They're not
Red
heroes.
berets.
Yeah. They have badges for like just mean things they did. No, I think it's like the craziest. They like upgraded now, which is like kind of annoying because the villains always look fucking cooler.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. I'm not even kidding. Let me show you this picture.
Hugo Boss.
This is like the craziest thing you've ever seen. So there's these Nazis like going through Ohio recently, and this is what they fucking dude. Tell me that they look like they're in Mortal Kombat, dude.
Yeah, that is definitely Mortal Kombat gear.
They have like the Pooh Shiesty mask with like red bandanas over the. They look like they have swastika throwing stars.
I honestly feel like the reason there are neo-Nazis is not because of the ideology, but because of the symbol. Like the actual logo is so cool.
Yeah, symmetry.
Yeah.
Symmetry looks cool. Pentagrams
Yeah.
look cool too.
Well, they took it from Indian culture. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their biggest racial crime is cultural
They
appropriation.
took it
I've
from
always said
that
Wrong,
Indian sex book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the
The
position.
Kamasutra.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Karma. Yeah.
They got it from that.
I ordered a copy of it. I couldn't even open the book. The pages were all stuck together.
Save a little money though. Get used, you know.
I do want to kind of look into that.
I tried to check it out one time. I was in college and I was going home drunk with this girl, and we were like, "Let's stumble into the library." And we're like, it would be really funny if we try to check out a copy of the Kamasutra from like the school library, and they were just like, "We don't have that," and Get Out, you're drunk. And I was like, I don't know. Thought it would be funny.
There's probably an app now.
Yeah, well, we could have just looked up fun sex positions, but I was just like, no, it'd be so cool for me to be like 1 second, just like flipping through the scrolls. I got like a candlelight or something like that. I'm like looking through ancient texts, trying to figure out how to bang this chick.
Yeah. When I do sex, I do like 4 positions,
Yeah.
and that's pushing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get your staples.
It's like you're a pitcher. Like if you have the more pitches you have, the less effective each one is.
That's true.
If you're a fastball changeup kind of guy,
Yeah.
just doggy style missionary.
really perfected. Get really
get
good
in
at
there.
like 4 of them.
I think missionary is.
You're botching, 9 of them.
Yeah, you're trying to keep her off balance. It's like, come on, just stick to the basics.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah, I am a weird sex guy, but the position wise should stay the same. It's kind of like it's just like fucking. The missionary makes sense. The doggy makes, but I think the best one is the speed bump. It's like laying down doggy.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because then it's like less people are doing less work. You don't have to like.
Right.
Yeah, but outside of that, I'm not doing the leg up thing. Doesn't really do much. It's just kind of all. Yeah.
What about the one where where you're laying on your back and the girl?
Oh, the Amazon one
picks both of your legs.
Oh,
up?
I want that so bad, dude. I want that
What's
so
that?
bad,
Wait,
dude.
What's that one?
I don't know.
It's like
the baby changing baby station.
yeah. There's one that's called molesting somebody. No, there's this big Amazon woman. Just like there's that one guy. I think his name is Jody. He's like skinny guy with a giant dick. He's into all his porn. He's like a little guy, but he's a grown man. He's a grown man. I'm not describing child porn in this podcast.
He's a tiny little guy.
No, he's a grown man.
Okay.
But
with an adult penis.
yeah, did I say that? No, yeah. But it's like there would be videos like that where it's like just a like giant woman like holding him upside down and sucking his dick or something like that. You
my God.
You look
Wait,
concerned. That's my favorite kind of porn. I like the woman being.
She's holding him up like this. and
Yeah,
sucking
you.
his dick?
Yeah, like an American Girl doll.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
She's like jacked or what?
Yeah. Usually some Amazon woman, Laura
my
Jensen,
God.
R.I.P. She is still alive, but she's like super religious now. And doesn't contribute to my life anymore.
Her porn career has died.
Yeah.
Dude,
her life's so much better now, and I'm like, fucking bitch.
There's a girl I went to high school with who was just on Adam 22 Savage's podcast, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Basically.
For sucking dick.
Wait, Adam 22 Savage? Is that a combination of the guy who tries to prove everything
Isn't
wrong?
his name Adam? No, that's Mythbusters.
Oh, no, I was thinking of Adam Ruins Everything.
Oh, okay. Conover.
Yeah.
Why do I know his name?
Oh, that
But anyway,
guy.
yeah,
that guy's-
there was a girl who was literally on that podcast. I went to high school with it. She got so good at sucking dick.
What's her name?
Her name is like Savannah something.
Come on, you got to know the last
I
name.
know the last.
Wait,
I'm
so
not saying
You can know what's
last
the porn name. You don't know
That's not her porn name. I don't know her porn name.
She got so good at it that what? Like she just blew up on OnlyFans?
That's what he was
Yeah.
like, I got to have you on my podcast with my wife, and you got to suck my penis.
It's like, yeah, so what's your favorite part of the penis to suck?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We're gonna have a rapper coming here too that nobody's heard of, and he's gonna talk about some beef. Yeah,
Electric bit.
that was like I'm looking for the routes. I'm like I don't even know how to do Adam 22, and yeah, I have no idea how to get into that. But the fucking yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. But she's not like super hot, you know? You always
Yeah.
think it's going to be the hottest. It's the same thing with comedians. You always think it's going to be like the funniest kid in your high school to be
Nah,
a comic.
it's
It's
not.
not.
Yeah, that guy's dead now. That's how that works.
Yeah, that guy was so funny he killed.
Yeah. Yeah, he did what Robin Williams did at 50 when he was like 17. That's how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this fucking I've met like one porn star, and she it was like I met her at a party, and then my buddy became friends with her, and then he was like trying to win her over without like I don't know. He was doing a weird like he was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna be her friends and not make a move." I was like, "You just make a move early."
He's like, I'm going to introduce her to God.
yeah. I was like,
I don't
"Good
know
luck."
if that's going to work.
Good luck. But yeah, her name is Haley Reed. She's like pretty big. But she looked like fine in person. But I think the makeup artists in porn are just like the best artists of all. Like they just know.
Yeah.
It's not even just that they're makeup artists, but they're makeup artists for the male eye. So that's why it's like every guy's just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if like a woman did porn, like you know what I mean? Like her
I always felt that the outfits they wear in porn are really bad.
interesting.
I think they're really unattractive a lot of times. Like those like those like corset kind of things and like
Interesting.
It's and the color. Sometimes they'll wear like a purple. I'm like, purple.
Yeah.
Like wear like black or red. You know.
Interesting.
But
I'm the
purple.
opposite. I like
You
the
got
bright
something
colored
against
porn.
purple?
I don't
Really?
like dark stuff. Like I don't like dungeons. I don't like
Well, I don't like
yeah,
dungeons.
no, but I'm saying like I don't like black leather. I don't like black leather. I kind
Oh,
of like
that
to
kinda
where
thing.
it's like some chick wearing like a blue shirt and
Well, yeah, if it was like a tank top, like a tube top kind of situation, that would be great.
yeah. You should
But
work wardrobe for
sometimes
pornography.
I should.
yeah.
And I'm gonna just take this. I'm gonna make like a big scene. I'm gonna take all the clothes and just throw them away. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, the wardrobe is your body.
Yeah, I also I remember when I was looking for day jobs for a little bit, because I want one that doesn't care if I have a podcast like this where I say I think ISIS is great or whatever I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
But so I was like, let me look at porn jobs. I was just looking, I was like, maybe there's a porn
Yeah.
job, me not doing porn, but somehow
Behind the scenes.
yeah, just maybe I
You're
don't know.
you're the ball shot guy.
Yeah, sure.
You know that guy that they station underneath
yeah.
where it's just like a man's ass and nuts.
yeah.
That used to be like a quintessential shot that you had in every porn movie.
Yeah, they were really into that.
Yeah, you had,
The complaints were voiced though. I think the
think
porn
they
industry
were, yeah.
really heard it.
You know what
Yeah,
that
we gotta
is? I
change.
think that's if you're the guy in the porn and you're editing your own shit, I feel like you put that in. Because you're like, hey, check that out. Check that out. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
But I feel like if a third party is editing, they're never putting that in.
No.
They're never putting in the ball shot. They're like, no one needs this.
no, they wouldn't
This
even
can
put
go.
a camera down there. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But I mean, if you're too close to it, if it's your work, you're like, look at that. That's pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
Look
you
at that.
can't be like a Mel Gibson in porn where you're like,
Right.
I wrote the script, I'm starring in it, and I'm
Yeah,
filming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, this needs to be it.
Yeah. That is always funny when you see now it's just I can't go on Facebook. I'll tell them not to. All my Facebook are porn stars on podcasts talking about porn. I'm I am so exhausted with this.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm like,
oh, no. So there's a thing now.
I'll say don't recommend this to me, and they'll be like, fine, we'll find 500 other porn stars and we'll recommend those to you. And I'm like,
Instagram, they have a button now you can click where it'll wipe your whole search page.
oh my god,
It'll
I actually don't
wipe it so you can get
my
rid of
Instagram's
it.
good. It's Facebook. It's a problem.
Facebook. Are you doing a lot of Facebook?
Yeah, I go in there a lot. Yeah,
My God.
I don't know. Let's see. My
Why do you choose Facebook?
Oh, I don't know. That was Tim Waltz as a robot. I don't know what was going on there. I do want to see that later.
I think you need a button that just wipes your entire brain.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, I might need to start over completely just with life.
Reset, clean slate.
No, I'm weirdly. I mean, it's mostly orangutans, dude.
Oh wow.
Oh, so fucking sweet, dude. I love orangutans with passion. No, I'm in general though. I'm doing better than I've ever been doing in life. Not financially. I think I have no money.
I think.
So. Yeah,
I think I have no money.
Yeah,
I'm not
randomly
sure.
money will come in from comedy shows. It's so funny. Just months behind, I'll just get $40. I'm like, sweet. Looks like I'm going on the date tonight. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just in a good mood. I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. I'm really, really happy.
That's
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
What do you think doing differently? That's helping.
I have fucking OCD and I haven't been giving into the compulsion. Really, the truth is I just haven't been giving a fuck about a single thing. And that is besides work and trying to move forward in comedy. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I've been drinking more than usual. Not over the last month. The last weekend I slowed down a little bit. But I don't know. I just maybe it's the holidays coming up. I don't know. I'm just genuinely happy.
Because usually people they're not getting as much sun. They're going into their
Yeah,
depression.
I've been
kinda.
getting no sunlight and I'm feeling fantastic.
Oh
dude.
my God.
It's amazing. I have no idea what's going on, but the last month and a half, I've been
Are you
solid.
sleeping more?
Sometimes. And I did something crazy, dude. I took a fucking 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. bus to fucking Boston
No.
last week. That was crazy.
No.
Dude, I
For
literally
shows or what?
yeah, because I had a midnight show here, and then I had a lot of time to spare, so I went to a diner. This was the most me day I've ever had. Went to a diner. I wanted to sleep on the bus, so I took a Klonopin, which is basically like a Xanax.
What?
Got cake at a diner, some beers, and just watched orangutan documentaries. I was like, this is kind of
What is interesting about
Cake and
orangutans?
beers?
yeah. I got a cake.
It's like the John Daly.
Yeah. It's just things
Yeah.
you should not be putting into
Yeah.
your fucking. Yeah, but I was just I don't know, but it was really interesting.
Give me the birthday.
yeah.
The 21st birthday
Yeah,
special.
just doing whatever he does in fucking what was that, The Whale. I'm just like killing myself with like fucking food and shit.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was really crazy being in a 4 a.m. diner in New York City. You forget that you're like, holy shit. You're like, you see like a mailman like sleeping in there. You're like, it was really fascinating just to be in there and see what was going on. I haven't done that. I forgot you could just hang out. I forgot that there's no like diners you can hang out in for hours. That's kind of like the appeal.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Except the Remedy Diner. Have you been there?
No. They try to get you out.
Those waitresses like fucking hate your guts when you walk in there.
Well, is
Really?
it super busy all the time? So they're trying to
Sometimes,
cycle?
but like I've been there when there's like nobody else there, and they're like giving me an attitude. I'm like, your food makes me sick every time.
But it is pretty good.
It's pretty
They
good.
got good stuff.
They got good like chocolate milk.
But it's never gonna make you feel. It's never gonna make you feel.
Yeah, someone got like
Remedy
a
Diner?
buffalo. It's like right by Black Cat, like kind of in that area.
Okay.
But it's like they had a buffalo chicken wrap that someone got. I forget who got it. But you ate like I tried it. It doesn't taste like anything you've ever had. It tastes like a radioactive heat.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like it's like a synthesized thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just like tears knots in your stomach.
Yeah.
So
And you get that every time.
every single time.
Dude, I'll make some mistakes like that where I'll just continually do something that makes
Wait,
my
do
body
you
go,
like the taste?
No, and then halfway through, I step outside and I smoke a cigarette.
Oh.
And when I'm just about done, I have to put it out and sprint into the back bathrooms in there and take like a hot radioactive shit.
Good lord.
You know how their bathrooms too are like metal doors and stuff.
I
You
don't
ever
remember-
use their bathroom?
I haven't used the bathroom there. I think I used
Just
to
to
get
keep
the
the smells
quesadilla.
out.
Yeah.
I would get a quesadilla when I went there.
Oh, okay.
And it had like steak and jalapenos in it.
That's what pissed me out about that bodega. They're like, we can't do quesadillas. I'm like, first off, you guys are Mexican. There's tortillas.
Yeah, they got
There's-
everything.
Yeah, they can do wraps, but they cannot do quesadillas. I was like, you just just sit on the wrap. Just like literally step on it with your feet.
Yeah,
Throw it on here. I'll
it's
fucking eat it.
done. It's a panini. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they don't have the like the thing.
But they have paninis, don't they? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
The worst one's that one across from there.
Oh my god. Yeah.
what happens over there.
They opened a new bodega across from right across the
It
street.
might be the
from
worst
ours.
one I've ever been to in my life, dude. It's like literally every time I go in there's like they'll be. I was like, "Can I get chicken?" They go, "Okay," and they like look around for 3 minutes. Like, "Okay, 1 second," and then it's not like I walk out, and I'm like, "Now it's just me alone in the store." While the guy's like going to get chicken from another bodega. I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
One time,
He has to leave to get chicken.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's a whole grill there.
yeah. First of all, like I
Yeah.
could just rob you. But,
Oh my
you know,
god. He's middlemaning.
he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
He's middleman the business. He'll buy it from the guy across, sell it for a markup.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to cook.
literally.
Oh
One time
my
I
God.
ordered, no joke, I ordered like a chicken parm sub there. They gave me on a sub roll bacon, avocado, and mustard.
That's
That was
it's not even
it.
eatable.
It was the most disgusting.
Eatable's not the word, is it? What's the word?
edible.
There we go.
I
Dude,
took a bite and
lost
I was
brain
like,
cells
"What the
recently.
fuck is?" Like, I think he was just like, "All right, we don't have chicken parm,
Right.
so what we're gonna do is, you know how like if you're like making a color at like Lowe's
You
or
gotta
whatever,
add shit
mix
in.
things. Yeah.
kind of just like try to create the flavor from like a different.
Yeah.
angle.
He's like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get there in a roundabout way, but we're gonna
Yeah.
get there.
And he's like, as long as he doesn't look at the sandwich or taste it,
You're fine, yeah.
he's gonna be fine.
Dude, I think it was that one. Maybe I've been to one where I asked for panini. They're like, "Do you want to heat it up?" They go, "Yeah." And so they just put like they cut the panini in half and just put the exposed meat down. So the only part getting heated is where the fucking you get what I'm saying? Like as in imagine you cut a panini in half
Uh-huh.
and then you just
Oh, you put it like on its side, like
yeah, they just put
like
it on
a
its side and just heated
Yeah.
the bottom. But I was like, "What the fuck? You think I want to just burn my mouth on this and then just have the cold rest of the panini?" It's fucking insane.
That is insane.
It was completely insane. I'm like, what is happening? I don't know if it was, I think it was
I've never
somewhere else. I also had one time I went to a place and I asked for a Philly cheesesteak and they gave me a bacon sandwich one time. And I was like, this is
Yeah, what is up with that?
I don't
Like,
know. A bacon sandwich also is like it's
I've never
good.
had a BLT. I'm
How
not.
often is it that they didn't understand you or didn't hear you, or is it that they just ran out of stuff
they ran out of stuff.
and they
know
don't
you're
want to
hungry.
ask you, "Hey, we don't have
Yeah.
this. What would you like? And it's too much time."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just start throwing. Oh, this is about to go bad.
Yeah.
This is we got.
Oh, dude.
Nobody's taking any of this. We got to get rid of
Exactly.
this.
Dude, the amount of like the health standards of like a bodega are like insane.
Oh, bottom.
Yeah.
My room, who's now my roommate, but he was just visiting us before I moved to New York. he went to this deli and we told him where to go. It's one of the best ones by us. It's called Best Deli. And he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting something sweet. And he gets like one of these, the cakes in the window.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
dude-
no. Those are
my
bad,
They
dude.
look good if you're just like,
They
you don't
look
know.
amazing.
Yeah.
If you think,
big mistake.
like, if you think standard, like, health standards are being used, then yeah, it should taste delicious.
No.
But this thing has been here since they've been in business.
Yeah.
Like, it's been sitting there.
Which ever since their poppy field got shut down by
Right,
Al-Qaeda,
right, yeah.
Yeah, I got a muffin. There's like a bodega like 2 blocks away. I got a muffin from there. It was like I was trying to bite into a magic 8-ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
it was
dude.
so
No,
rock
no.
solid.
Dude, I'll do you one even worse. Wait, sorry, continue.
No, that was it.
Yeah. I got one time this wrap, and you know how they used a wrap from the window and literally just covered in mold. Like, they're like, do you want to heat it up? I was like, no. And they're like, okay. Like, literally, like,
Will it kill the mold?
Dude, it's like fuzzies on it. Like, it was a fuzzy wrap. I was like,
Oh.
this is
It's like a
insane.
carpet.
The best part is sometimes I just like won't even complain. I'm just like, I just will not come here.
Yeah.
And then I will later come back there and be like, hey, just maybe don't do that.
They saw the mold and still gave it to you.
Yeah, the fuzzy mold. It's crazy, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for those like little
Moldy
Danishes.
sandwiches.
You know, like the Danishes that come in like different flavors in
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah.
package. I used to get those like every single day. And like one time I got one, I took a bite and I was like, that wasn't good. And I looked and it was covered in mold. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I got a jar of peanut butter at a bodega, and I get home, and it's the kind that's like the oil separated from the red. You got to
Yeah.
stir it.
It's supposed to be healthier.
Yeah, it's supposed to be healthier. I get this kind. It's natural. It says all that, blah, blah, blah. I open it. Number one problem is the seal is broken. So, okay, the seal's broken. I look down in there. It's one gelatinous. It's not. You don't have to mix it. It's
Yeah.
one thing. It looks like Skippy or whatever.
Yeah.
I go, okay, and then I taste it, and it said that there was salt in it too. No salty flavor, no peanut flavor, just like a non-flavored like ooze. I don't know what it was. I don't know. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? This is so weird. And then my roommate, the one who ate the weird cake, he was home, and I was like, dude, try this. What's up with this, man? And he's indestructible. Like, you know
Yeah.
those guys
Yeah.
that like
my
come-
dad is one of those guys.
Yes, they
Yeah.
come from frat houses or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they just have every immunity.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
could eat anything. Anything could be happening.
Yeah.
I knew a guy like that in high school. I paid him to take a bite out of a candle. Watched him do that.
Yeah.
I paid him one time I was at a party, and then I guess somebody else paid him to like swallow their beta fish. And I just walk into the party, and he's like, "Dude, don't eat my brother's beta fish." And he just drops it down his throat. I'm like, "Dude, that's crazy because you're shitting bones. There's no way your stomach dissolves bones, does it?"
I think it does
Maybe
a pretty
little
good job.
ones.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
tiny little ones.
As long as it doesn't get caught in your throat, because then
Apparently,
you have to.
It was like a job for him in high school. People were like, "Yo, if we step on this sandwich on the ground and like stomp on it with our dirty shoes, how much would we?" But he'd make a living, not like a living, but like,
Pretty
but he'd make
good.
money off it. Like
Yeah.
in high school, be like, "Yeah, for sure, fucking $30. Yeah, I'll fucking do it." And then you just
Exactly.
do that.
He's
They
like,
buy
I
beer
haven't
with
worked a
that money.
day in my life. man.
Yeah,
I love what I
He's basically
do.
shoe nice. He's like, he's when he eat a bunch of SpongeBob stickers.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
drink fucking Elmer's milk or not milk. I thought it was milk.
I'll drink
this whole
Elmer's
time.
milk.
Patty comes out here making protein shakes and just Elmer's glue. I'm like, dude, it's thick and nice. It's good.
You're like, is there any way I can get the spoon to stop like, getting stuck?
Oh,
So he would just do that and then be like,
that would be a great prank to like go to a busy coffee shop and like order a black coffee, nothing in it. They give it to you and you just stand at the register and pull out some glue.
Dude, that's a
and
great
just
public
pour-
prank
Yeah,
idea.
just pour like so
you're
much.
like, I'm doing this because my life is falling apart.
This is the only thing that sticks together.
I tried other ways to drink coffee, but nothing stuck.
Yeah.
And look at that. You
She's
show
like-
him, show him. Look, no calories.
You know what is interesting too? I feel like now as an adult, other people's mental illness is so much more apparent. Like when
Oh,
I was like
yeah,
a
yeah.
kid, I was like, oh, that's just like a quirk. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, that's like some crazy like
A
child-
quirk?
What?
A quirk?
Cork. What's it
It's
called?
a cork?
I didn't know where you were going.
A personality cork.
Like a quirk?
It's K. Yeah, Q.
Dude.
No, it's Q.
Something happened.
IRK.
Swear to God, I was a genius last episode of Morning Good. I
It's
could've
a
sworn.
cork. It's a person.
Dude, I was like last
As the
episode-
man who incorrectly used the word domicile, let me correct
Yeah.
you.
Wait, so it's K?
Yeah, it's,
Like cork.
It's
no,
like
no, no. It's
quirk.
Q.
Quark. I'll just say door wrong.
Y-
I say
Door?
dwarf. I say dwarf wrong.
Oh, do you say dwarf?
Yeah, apparently it's dwarf.
Like the Tim Conway show?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's dwarf.
Dwarf.
Yeah.
Dwarfs and quarks.
Quirk.
Quarks and dwarfs. But I think the whole like I feel like when I was a kid, I'd be like, that person's just crazy. That person's just like quirky. And
That
then-
was better.
Thank you. And then now I'll be like, oh, that's like an insane thing to do. That person like I went to one of my buddy's houses and he had like all of his TV remote was on like he probably listens, whatever. He had his like TV remotes on like paper towels. Like you place them on paper towels and stuff like that.
He's
Like,
worried
everything
about
was-
germs.
Well, I don't know what it was. I'm like, oh, that's for sure like extreme OCD. But like as your kid, you're just like, it's just like a weird thing going on.
Right,
But
right.
then you realize you're like, oh no, this is like all
This is-
everything has something else going on to it. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, because when you're a kid,
Me watching orangutans, I was probably brutally molested at a camp. But
when you're a kid,
Yeah.
like you have imagination. So like
right.
when he puts that on that, you're like, oh, he's probably like trying to create like a tower.
Yeah.
But really, he's,
Yeah.
sickly afraid of germs.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael's the kind of OCD where he doesn't like clean anything.
Yeah.
He just
It's
like
a different kind.
yeah.
Do you think I'm the
It's like
messiest
a-
one in here?
Probably.
Really? Dude, you leave dishes in there for pretty long.
What, dude? But look at the ground here.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That is true.
And the-
Is this your half?
I've made this my home office, which is
Yeah.
out of control. I like literally.
Yeah,
Is
a couple
that his
I
half?
rarely use dishes.
Is that
Really?
that
What
your
about the
half
big
and this is
ones?
his half?
Which big one?
I could have sworn you've been using the big dishes.
No.
Is there a fourth guy in this apartment? I swear to God, there's somebody coming in here.
I've been dropping stuff off.
Okay, somebody's been coming in here and fucking shit
I've
up.
been outsourcing
'Cause
a little
occa-
bit of dishes.
Occasionally, the sink will just be filled with.
I also did the dishes yesterday. None of the dishes in there were mine. I just did them.
Wait, this
So
is
there's
cra-
no way I'm
This
the
is crazy.
I'm the dirtiest.
This is so crazy because I did dishes the other day and none of them were mine.
When was the other day?
Like 4 days ago.
Okay, I did them yesterday.
Okay, well maybe we're just evenly doing the dishes.
I guess, but I like don't really use dishes.
Well,
here.
then what is going on?
I have one cup that I wash out.
Okay, I
every
use a lot of
time.
cups, but the big container, the like big metal bowl,
The
thing-
pot?
yes.
I don't really use the pot. I'll use the
Has Jake been
pan.
coming in here complaining about the dishes that he left? I swear to God,
I don't know.
I will see the pot in there like twice a week. This is weird.
I don't. It's not me.
I'm not the funny. Okay, this is another really funny one.
Because
Wait,
I
wait.
don't have like anything to cook in the. I don't have any food in that fridge.
Yeah.
I just like order out every
This
meal.
is so weird. I'm very confused by this because I don't cook much either.
I think that big pot, when it's clean, it has like a residue on the bottom.
When
And
it's
someone
clean?
just sees that and they think it's like dirty and put it in the thing.
Oh my God, maybe that's.
Because I cleaned that pot because it was in there.
I've seen it in there
and
for
I-
like 2 days.
and I put it on the thing, and it it just looked. There's like a dustiness
that makes sense.
at
That's
the
probably what
bottom.
happens. Jake probably saw that, put it in there.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. This is the nastiest thing, but there was shit on the back of the toilet seat the other day.
Oh,
And I had taken a shit that day, but Paddy also went in there, and Jake's just like, "Hey man, can you like clean the shit off the top of the toilet seat?" I was like, "Oh, I don't think that was me at all." But like, look, I'm a good roommate. Yeah, sure, I'll like it's gross, but I'll clean off the toilet or whatever. And then I approach Paddy because he was in the bathroom. Like, okay, look, I don't want to point fingers. Could have been either of us, Paddy, just because I didn't take a shit.
Oh
It's
my
like, clearly it
god!
was
I
just
wa-
me, but
I
I'm
was on my way to take a shit.
Yeah, and I was
This is
I
my
was just like, look, I was just broadening it to everybody. Like, look, this could be anybody. Let's not point fingers. But after I just clearly did the thing that.
Oh my god! So you didn't know that you?
No, I think probably what happened was I probably wiped my ass and then pushed the toilet paper. Like as I was going down, I probably brushed the toilet seat.
Oh,
I didn't just. There's no way I just shat on the toilet seat. I probably like when
because it could have sprayed at a certain
it wasn't
angle.
that. It was
You
for
might
sure-
have been bending a certain way.
I just picture the viewers just.
You might have been
gagging
like, "What's that on the
and
ground?"
Yeah,
And
you
then
dropped
just-
your marbles. You're like,
Right,
oh,
oh,
my
my
marbles.
God.
Yeah. No.
My pooping marbles. No.
No. I play pool. I have like a little mini pool table that I bring in there while I take shits. Yeah.
It's calming.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I assume when I was dropping, like when I was like wiping and then dropping the toilet paper down, it probably brushed the seat or something.
Right.
I'm a stand-up wiper, dude.
Are you serious? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I'll do
Less
that too.
insane than shitting on a toilet seat.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's no way that's.
I
what
stand up
happened,
and wipe. But okay, did you guys tell us ever where you take a shit and then you ever had this? You take a shit, you know you took a shit, and then I'll stand up to wipe and I'll look at what I've done, and it's gone.
Yes.
The shit's gone.
The shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Dude, that I didn't know that was a thing, and that was happening to me for weeks.
Yeah.
And I started eating.
Are
a
you
shit.
eating like dense plutonium? Like,
No, dude. I started eating so much fiber because I was like,
okay.
I'm constipated. I think I'm shitting and nothing's coming out. I started getting scared.
Yeah.
I was like, I know I pooped. I felt
it.
I felt something. And then I'm looking and I'm like, what happened?
It is kind of crazy because I think
Yeah.
it's like the angle too, because it's gotta, if it lands like this, you know,
Yeah.
it's not going.
It's
but
like
if
a
it-
UAP, man. It
if
just
it, like-
disappears. And
Right.
Yeah,
It's gone.
just right under there.
Yeah.
It is a mystery though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something with the pipe sucks it out or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But dude, that was fucking me up. But you know, it did put me on a good path now. I'm eating a lot of lentils. I'm getting my shit figured out.
Healthier, but my shit's the worst because it's the protein.
Well, but here's the thing though. You got keep the protein, but get some fiber in you.
Like what?
You got to get what I did.
I have no money.
I'm also
I just-
curious.
no.
It's just protein powder and rotisserie chicken.
It ain't. No, it ain't. It ain't a money thing. I have coming tonight at 9 p.m. delivered to my house a bag of split peas.
Oh, he works for one of these fucking companies. Where
no,
he's
I don't.
like,
No, I don't.
Every Instagram ad
I don't
get now,
work
it's
for
just, it's just
nobody.
like, oh, why are you wasting time cooking? You could have food delivered to your door at a cheap rate too.
No, I get Amazon groceries.
Okay.
I just get them delivered because I'm too lazy.
How much is he paying you? How much is Jeff
Bezos?
Bezos paying you?
Dude, I started a fund for him when he got divorced.
Really?
I said, head ain't cheating. Help this guy.
that would be so funny. Did you actually?
Yeah, dude.
That is so funny.
Oh, maybe if I can find him, I can find the message I sent to him because it was really supportive. It was something. It was either him or Bill Gates or both. Let me.
Do you remember how much you raised?
0. But here's. But it was really
tough sell.
important for me to do. Let me try. Okay, Jeff. I hope that our messages get saved because I sent him some good stuff.
The Space Cowboy.
Oh. What the fuck did I sent something crazy.
Oh, I bet you. I
Okay,
could top that.
the reason I said this because I was on Amtrak
Mhm.
and they have a crazy phone number. The customer service phone number for Amtrak is 800 USA Rail.
Yeah.
So then I texted Jeff Bezos, I heard you're single, text me 800 USA Rail. Okay, so no, I didn't text him. That was a different.
I have so much worse than this with like,
Let me find-
I got really fucked up and messaged a bigger comedian one time, and it's the worst message you'll ever see.
Really?
You texted a woman?
And then, no. I'll tell this in a second once I read yours. This is so embarrassing. And I also got put in like group chats with this comic one time, and I was like, I hope he doesn't like, see, I've like talked to this
Bring
guy.
it up.
Yeah. Can you read yours first?
So this is 6 messages in a row to Bill Gates. This is after post-divorce. What is up, B Money? I have $13 I want to send your way, to hold you down through this most trying time. A few singles to help you mingle, if you will. Do you know what I'm saying?
What if he had a What if he just had a loaded revolver in his mouth? As he read these, he's like, wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
My fans.
Yeah.
I said, do you know what I am saying? Head is not cheating. Do you take Apple Pay? So that's kind of...
Ed is not cheating.
That is not cheating. Come
That
on,
is
bro.
so fucking funny.
Dude, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to support these guys, these divorcees. You know what I mean? They're difficult. Is it you call a man a divorcee? I feel like that's not a manly term.
think it's divorcio.
Divorce.
It's the masculine
A couple
term.
of male divorcios. I'm trying to support him, man.
Divorce just can be so funny because it's such a terrible thing. But like what happens to people where you just see like a divorced dad just out doing his shit. You know what I mean? Just
Dude.
I knew a divorced dad that tried to fucking sell me weed one time, dude. I like this guy fucking
How old was he?
dude, fucking it's like
60.
just like Pete COVID, dude. The guy was going through a divorce. And he's like, yeah, man, I can I heard you're looking for a job. And I go to his fridge and he opens it, just fucking pound of weed in there. And he goes, you know how to sell this stuff? And I was like, nope, I might be able to tell you somebody who can. But I was just so hungover and I was like, what is my life right now?
What?
Yeah.
And why were you at this guy's house?
Because I was just like, he was like, oh, I heard you like lost your job during COVID, or you might be looking for some money.
Oh.
And then I was just like, nope, I'm not selling drugs.
So you thought you were going there to get a job, and then he was like, check out the weed in my fridge.
Yeah.
Fridge.
Do you know how to get rid of that?
Yeah. He's like, you know what I mean? And it was like a imagine like a pillow you'd have on like a cow. It was like I've never seen that much weed. It was just like a fucking big old. Well, now I have with New York because
Right.
Yeah, but it was like fucking crazy. Yeah.
Huge amount. And he's like, she gets half this if I don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Dude, divorced dad's like one of the funniest things to me. Just that character of just this guy who's just losing it, who's just desperate, and he like can't do anything without his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
he's just useless.
it's so crazy.
Can't cook, can't do anything.
Yeah, and it's like weird because it's like then he's got to go back out there and like
Mm-hmm.
try to get pussy, so you could see normally with these guys the way they're dressed, and you're like, oh, okay, I see, like you're trying to get pussy now, but it's just so funny too because you're like, for so long,
Yeah, they're just wearing like a big like hat, like a top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
they have to
is-
start dressing.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's
my
like
God.
you
This is the
for
best
so
I have.
long. Yeah, you for so long had no idea how to get pussy because you just had pussy,
Right.
and you had pussy that like was not going to leave you. This is like me towards the end of my relationship. It's like you're like, who cares? So like you're eating garbage, you're dressing sloppy, you're getting ketchup on your shirt, and then you're like, how do cool people dress now? You have no fucking clue.
Right. And their clothes are too tight.
Yeah.
Because they're fat now.
Yeah.
So everything like they used to get laid in is just not gonna work.
Yeah, there's like a montage of him like opening up like the old closet from
Oh.
like high school.
Yeah.
He's got like his Letterman jacket.
Yeah, he wears, he's like a fat guy wearing like a leather jacket that doesn't fit. And just go to the local bar, just like, what's up? I'm just hitting on 19-year-olds. But yeah. There's always like a golf. Yeah, they're trying to wear like something like a Lululemon. They're trying to get back in
yeah.
or something. But the embarrassing. Should I tell that one? In 2018, before I quit doing cocaine, I messaged Ari Shafir on Facebook or Instagram. I was really fucked up. I was like, I stayed up. It was like I had like a mental breakdown and like a whole like I basically had exam week, so I stayed up for like a week straight doing Adderall, just not sleeping. And my buddies were like, "Hey, do you want to go out tonight?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! It's like Christmas break. Let's get really fucked up." And we did so much cocaine. And then I like hadn't slept. And Ari Shafir had this thing where he like gave advice to the comedy store. This is before I moved to New York.
Oh,
So it was
I've
like a
seen
year
that
into
video.
comedy. It's a great
Yeah.
video. But this is so bad. I messaged him, hey, doubt you'll ever see this or care, but that video where you sit down for 4 hours at the comedy store and give advice really helped me as a comic. Actually, this isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, this is
At all.
great.
I've only been doing it for 2 years, but that advice has really motivated me to really care about bits and not talk about dumb shit I don't
I'm
want
pretty sure I texted Whitney Cummings, let me wear those tits as a mask.
Oh my god! This is no wait. How, dude? Wait, what time is this? This is gonna be so funny. What time of day is this? Oh shit. Oh damn, I can't see what time of day this is. I'm sure it was like fucking
5 in the morning.
no.
That's like a sweet
10
message.
Yeah, this is crazy. I should do
That's
cocaine
sincere
again.
and yeah.
That's very nice.
I just thought it was gonna be something terrible. I wanted to read it in real time. Wow.
Yeah.
Did he see
I'm really a fucking
That's a great.
reasonable guy.
Yeah. Did he see it?
No, but like I've been in group chats with him before, and then I've like been in like he clearly like there's no one. I've been in green rooms. We've been on the same show before. I've like met him a couple times, but like I don't know. I thought this is like my most embarrassing thing. Yeah, I guess I'm just fucking awesome. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like I love you so much. Huge fan of The Amazing Racist. This is what I would have done. Like,
I think you were misremembering as like the emotions behind the message and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you actually said.
yeah, it's
Because I
crazy,
think
yeah.
you had enough of a filter to not say the freak shit.
Which is crazy.
And just
after
say-
like a week of not sleeping and a bunch of cocaine.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like drinking. That's wild. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah. All right. Well, that was
It's a reasonable
anticlimactic.
message. And so was mine to Bill Gates.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And
We
to
should
Jeff
message
Bezos.
Bigger
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some reasonable stuff to them.
Yeah. I remember like the week after, this is how fucking crazy I am. When the Hawk Tua thing happened, I found her on Instagram when she was at like 2,000 followers. And I was like, I should fucking slide into these DMs. Not that anything would happen, but I'm like, she would have maybe seen it at least. That would have been
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. She wouldn't have fucked me, but.
I saw her hanging out with Jake Paul. That made me upset.
Why
Why
is-
like Jake Paul's gonna fuck my wife?
Yeah, we were.
That's the one who
huge Hawk Tua
boxes,
fans
right?
Yeah.
That's the
in this
boxing
house.
one?
yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
boxing guy.
Well, that's natural they're going to hang out. Isn't that like a, I mean,
I think she has a serious boyfriend. Right?
isn't that
Does
inevitable?
she?
I think the Pookie guy is her boyfriend. She got a boyfriend.
Pookie?
Pookie, she's the guy in the video. She's like, I love you, Pookie. I think she has a boyfriend.
It's Pookie?
By the way, I also don't want to take. That's not his real name.
the
but
guy's name was Pookie?
No, that was like her
Pookie Betts.
cute name for him or whatever.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
He was the Hawk Tua receiver.
Oh, right.
There's already coverage on this. There's the Talk Tua podcast, which is a hot. No, wait, that's her podcast. There's a podcast that reviews her podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, we
That's
should just
genius.
review that podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody, wait, listeners, review us reviewing the pod. Let's do Inception. Let's just get like 12
Yeah.
levels deep.
Why not?
Yeah.
No, I want to be her.
Well, also,
husband.
I will say this. I got a huge problem with this. Jake Paul's a fucking sucks dick, but Mike Tyson's also like a horrible human. People can change, but he's done like terrible things. I don't know
Yeah.
why the public is just like,
Because everyone's afraid they're going to get punched by
yeah,
him.
everybody's like Mike Tyson.
Nobody
yay.
writes an article about him because they just imagine his fist flying through like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wall.
Right.
I mean, he claims he didn't rape that woman, but he like one time did coke and heroin, and he said at my lowest, I did coke and heroin and fought like 6 hookers at once,
Oh my God.
which is so wild. But
Did
also,
he go
like,
to jail and
if
stuff?
that was just a video,
Yeah.
yeah, for rape, but he apparently says he didn't do it.
But he was convicted of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
went to jail for
the court of law says he did.
Right. Oof.
But yeah, I don't know the story enough to like pick sides on it. But I'm gonna guess that the cocaine fueled.
He's like, it was consensual.
I don't know. Like the same guy who beat up a bunch of hookers is like, I would never rape a woman. You're
He
like, I
also
don't know.
while he was in prison had a counselor or whatever, and he like fucked her and got her pregnant.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Not that that's illegal, but it's like
One of his lawyers?
That's just cool,
hard.
guys.
He fucked his lawyer?
it was like his whatever the probation officer is or whatever.
Oh,
He like
my
got her
God.
pregnant.
Yeah, but that's cool, guys. These are 2 different categories. We got this box. This is cool guy stuff.
There's a thin line though between
Oh,
cool guys.
Fighting 5 hookers on cocaine and heroin at the same time, kind of in between those 2 boxes. Because if this was a video game, could you imagine being just like speedballing and you're just like that's got to be
Yeah.
a thrill until you come down and you're like, what have I done?
You're
You're like,
just a
Right,
pile
right.
of hookers.
yeah.
Oh my-
We were talking about, was it you guys talking about? Somebody's got to have done this bit before. We thought it'd be really funny if somebody like went to prison, was just a piece of shit in prison, just like, and then they get out and they're like, all right, sweet, I'm out of prison. They're like, no. You raped a bunch of people. You're going right back in there. Like, they're like, we have cameras on you. You committed 9 hate crimes in there. You're there for like, but like the day they get out. do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It is kind of interesting that like that's kind of all part of prison is crime.
Yeah, of course. They're like, yeah, if we don't I guarantee there is some sort of like move to like keep people raping in prison, to keep prisons bad, to keep people out of prison. Like it's like the goal is to be out of prison because you don't want to get raped in prison. That's like the whole goal of everything. Norm Macdonald has a big bit about it, but I think that kind of, so prison itself is like a system. It's kind of like, why do we stop the rape? Because we got to make this really bad so people don't come in here. But then that doesn't make sense because people say the prison industrial complex makes people want to go to prison. So I don't know. But we are out of time. Where can they find you guys?
Follow me on Instagram at Pastor Dave Bless. Okay, got good stuff on there. Check me.
Yeah, and Bill Gates, if you're listening, which I know you are, I don't know, maybe accept that $13.
Yeah, come on, man. Apple Pay.
We know,
And that was a low key joke because he's against Apple and stuff, But that's fine. That's
what
fine.
friends do.
That's what
They
friends do.
They do barbs at each other.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Apple. It could be Venmo. It could be,
Microsoft.
and just
Microsoft Chat. Yeah. Yeah.
It also like just don't be afraid to ask for money if you need it. If you
Exactly,
need to, just
dude.
don't
I
be
know what
afraid.
you're going through, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just take the money.
Yeah, just take
Don't
it.
be proud.
Yeah, exactly.
News from bed. Check out News from Bed.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you,
listening.
Michael.
There might hopefully there's an
Uh-oh.
episode next week, but I'm gonna be back home getting after it. So there's a possibility. Also, like none of the comics I know in Orlando live there anymore, so I might have like nobody unless I want to do a podcast with like my mom. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You
Did
should
everyone move here or what?
No, a lot of them moved to Austin. Like none of them moved.
Oh, that
here.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Because Cam Patterson blew up, and then every single person's like, "I will be the next Cam Patterson."
Yeah.
And some of them are
Right.
really funny, but some of them will never be Cam Patterson. So yeah, but maybe Cam's a talent. Maybe I'll see if he wants. I don't know. I'll figure out who fucking whatever. There might not be an episode the Sunday after Thanksgiving, but don't think I quit. I just literally found nobody to do a podcast with. 'Cause I was in Orlando. Thank you.